Whoa, it's so windy in here. Whoa. Whew. Sorry. Have that air conditioning on really high. Welcome to Monday. Oh crap, it's Monday. This is a public video, isn't it? I thought this was just going to be for patrons. Okay, now I have to say something that everyone will care about. Fail. Day 5 of intermittent fasting, and it's all right. It's not that hard necessarily. I've been not eating up until 11 a.m. and then I stop eating at 7 p.m. Around 9 or 10 a.m. the stomach gets the growlies, and then I eat and I'm okay. And then at around 7 I stop eating. And the challenge is simply just habit. Like I want to grab a snack or want to have a drink while China and I are watching TV or something. And I constantly have to remind myself, oh, nope, can't eat. And then I realize, that's okay, I didn't really need to. I'm not that hungry anyway. This is just making it obvious that I often am eating when it's not necessary to eat. And the couple days ago I felt like really full. I think I overcompensated maybe in the 8 hours I was supposed to eat. Or I did read that can just be a side effect at first when you're doing intermittent fasting. You just feel really full. You may feel overly full. That's for some, I don't know the reason. Something science something. Or maybe it is because you're just eating too much in that time. I guess I did have quite a bit to eat there. I might have just been eating too much. Over the weekend, friends visited. They were hanging out, and I also went to one of them rock and roll concerts them kids are into these days in the evening, where my friends and my parents were there, and they were drinking beer, and I was not. And then when my friends were visiting over the weekend, they would hang out. They would be eating later than I was, or having a few drinks, and I wasn't. And it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad. But the only issue is like the social issue of like other people partaking in an activity that I can't. And it's fine. I can see why intermittent fasting can be healthy for that very practical reason. You're just forcing yourself to not consume things at a time when people are more likely either consuming things they don't need to, or just extra, consuming more than they need to. And I don't know, I think I may have lost a little bit of weight. I haven't been paying that close attention. I weighed myself at the beginning, I'll weigh myself at the end. I know weight fluctuates day to day anyway. But overall, it's not too hard. Later mornings gets a little difficult. Once in a while in the evening, I have to remind myself. But other than that, it's pretty good. I did notice yesterday I had a giant nap, which could have been unrelated. In the evening, I felt amazing. I felt like really good. I had full energy, and I wasn't too full, wasn't too hungry. Could have been the nap. The nap could have been the issue, but I don't know. I just felt really good. And that's the problem with these experiments that I do. Like I often don't know if I can attribute how I'm feeling in any given moment to the thing I'm doing. But I'll be honest about that. So, intermittent fasting, going good on day 5. I'm not paying attention to eating more healthy or less healthy. I'm just kind of eating what I feel like eating, and it's generally not unhealthy. Next video, though, the very next video that I'm working on is beards. Why do people like beards? Why do people like beards? I'm delving in, I'm doing research on that today. I interviewed my wife, China, about what she thinks of beards, what she thinks of my beard. And I find a lot of just junk articles about it. It's just a lot of like clickbait headlines. The one reason men have beards, it might surprise you. And you look at it, no, oh, you're saying exactly the same thing everyone else says. It's not that surprising. And it's all just kind of speculation. There's some studies that have been done about beards. You know, men. There's saying that men, if there's more men than women in a population, you're more likely going to see higher percentage of beards. More men because they're competing for the women, or what's some other common things about beard? Well, they are perceived as more masculine, stronger. Evolutionarily, men have beards so they could stand out to find a mate. Things like that. That I don't know how true a lot of that is. I think a lot of it could be. But it's, when I think about why I wanted a beard, it had nothing to do with that. And a lot of the people I know, the reason I want to have a beard is because I didn't want to shave. When I was younger, I thought it was silly that I was supposed to have a clean shaven face. Like if I wanted to have a certain job, or it's perceived as more professional or better. I didn't like that the appearance of my face was tied to, even though it's true, was tied to how others perceive me. I didn't care much about clothes either. Like I did that haul video about not caring much about what I wear. I generally just didn't care about my appearance so much. And my face was growing hair, so I thought, well, it'll be easier if I just have a beard. That was a while ago, and that's why I started having a beard. I continue now because I do like how it looks. I like the way it makes my face look. When I trim it short, I think I trimmed it too short a month or two ago because I had it longer down here, and then when it was short, it looked weird to me. If it's gone, I think I just won't like the way I look because it's not how I perceive myself. But I do like it trim now. I like to keep it trim and tidy and not so scraggly. In my younger days, I probably didn't care so much about that. And I can see how if you have a scraggly beard, it gives off a certain, people will think things about you even if they're not true. That's the thing about appearance. You can't deny that it has an effect on how others perceive you. And you caring about your own appearance really does have some, I mean, maybe not for you, but I think for me, it does have something to do with how others perceive you. So, I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just saying that beards are complicated, y'all, and I think it can have to do with more than just our mating rituals. And some people think they have a flat chin, and this makes their chin look better if they cover it up, or scars. Or there's lots of reasons to have beards. What's interesting, though, one thing that's interesting that thinking about it, it seems to me, I don't know if I have 100% proof of this, but it seems to me that the recent beard trend, there seems to be beards everywhere, is different than beard trends of the past, in that it seems more widespread. It seems like beards are becoming more accepted at the workplace, in places you wouldn't normally see beards before, and there's the trend of the very well-groomed beard, the well-kempt, the nice-looking beards that look so well-groomed, more so than historically. If you look at beards in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and before that, they look a lot less clean, more scraggly. You might find examples of nice-looking beards, but most of them aren't. If you were growing a beard back then, it seemed like it was just, well, I'm growing a beard, so because I don't care about stuff, and it's just kind of scraggly. But now we have the well-groomed professional beard. Have we ever in history really had the professional-looking beard? The nicely oiled, conditioned, combed, brushed, shaped beard, the way we have decades ago. I don't know if I think that's a new thing, at least how widespread it is. And I think a reason is the availability of the products. There's a lot more beard products out there and ways to shave and devices to shave with that make it easier to make your beard look good. And there's the internet where you can see pictures and learn how to make your beard look good. So I think we have a new level in the spectrum of facial hair. You have the no beard, you have the full-on Scragglesville, full-on Scraggle Rock, and then you have the mid-level, not mid, just like it's not a professional clean shaven, it's professional beard. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of a new thing. I mean, the idea of a professional beard probably existed before, but everywhere. I was just at a restaurant bar here in town, and both bartenders, both of them had the exact same beard, and it didn't look dirty, didn't look scraggled. They put a lot of time into that beard, both of them, the exact same beard, and I really appreciated it. I liked it, but never used to see that. These were younger people. When I was younger, I barely washed my clothes. Sorry, I'm unique. I'm a unique kind of lazy. Anyway, how are you? Do you like beards? Why do you like them? Why do you hate them? You ever intermittent fasted? Why do you like it? Why do you hate it? I like you, that's for sure. Maybe. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume.